Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you and welcome back to the Beat Up Plan as we return to do another little bit of Hearthstone. And a Hearthstone who has said, join the goons. Because the main streets of Gadetzan has been released. Yes, there is a new expansion, and I haven't talked about it at all, because I don't play that much Hearthstone anymore, or better say, don't play as much Hearthstone on the channel anymore. But a new deck, expansion is out, and we're definitely going to go into it. I unfortunately forgot that it would, of course, do something special. And thus you missed the load up. I'm very sorry on that. I had the print screen, which is actually the, thumbnail for this video, so you don't miss everything. But Hancho, the double-headed ogre, came here and said, "Hey, you're on the wrong side of town, kid. Are you busy? We got a job for you." And then his other head said, "No busy." And then they gave me this mission to do. Join the goons. Win 3 games as a hunter, paladin, or warrior. I think I'm going to get a card pack if I do this. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to try and earn some card packs. And when I come back to you, well, when I get the next mission, which I think is after I finish all these 3, then I will try to do the next one. And the next one. And show you the intros, if you will. Probably you can also find them on our channel, but still I will try to do that. And we're going to open a few packs. So, let's get started. Here we have the end game of a Menagerie Paladin, which I'm playing because, well, I had a Murloc quest, versus a Cthulhu Warrior, because we are about to rock his world. Hit that! And because I want my Murloc quest, I'm going to play out as many Murlocs as I can before he surrenders. But there it is, one of the many quests that I need to do in order to get my cards, my grimy goon cards. Here we return once again, but this time with my Patron Warrior deck. Though I have to admit I haven't been doing a lot of Patron Warrior stuff in it. I've been mainly keeping my opponent down by cruel taskmasters, killing his 1/1s, and using Kogron Chieftain, I think it is, with a full free charge mechanic and a lot of inner rage, removing his, for instance, let's see what he does here. Yeah, not enough, that's just 1 damage. And humility does not help, actually. Oh, actually he was gonna throw it on that one. But yeah, we won. Got rid of his divine shields using inner rage and giving us a little bit of damage. And yes, I did this on ladder because in Wild you can do, well, things. And there we go, join the goons, 2 packs earned. But I think there's more waiting.
Joe is impressed. I concur. You know, we got a place for you with the goons. You do new job for us.
Yes, indeed. A job for you. Destroy 1.
Don't waste your potential. You should come join the Jade Lotus.
Join the Jade Lotus.
Have all the fun stuff. Swords, knives, gigantic golem armies.
And he was the leader of the, oh, he's still the leader of the goons. She is the leader of the Jade Lotus. And what is this expansion all about? Well, now we're going to fight for the Jade Lotus, and we have to win with Druid, Rogue, or Shaman. Because the Jade Lotus cards can only be played by these 3 classes. But that's still way more than a neutral card. But, sorry, way more than a class card, but less than a neutral card. And I actually like that idea a lot. It means that for everything, well, you're gonna have some decks and try things out. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go with Raptor Oak. And I'll see you back in a minute. After, well, we have a minute. For you, just a few seconds. But after we have done some missions. Here we are with a win again. Let's see what IR Black Ball has to say. I actually can't show you the second one because, well, I had a disconnect. Actually, I had quite a few of them, but it's the first day of the expansion. I guess that the Hearthstone servers are quite, well, heavy with requests. There we go, another little bit of packs.
You're almost as awesome as me. You should totally join the Jade Lotus.
Wise beyond your years. Reach.
That insolent runt knows nothing of power. Embrace your true destiny. Join the Cabal. Your path to power awaits you, child.
I already like the Cabal. Not only for that guy, because the Cabal cards in general are very nice, as has, by the way, the Dragon Priest cards that have been released. But, well, onwards to this mission, and yes, of course, I will fulfill this mission as well, just to get, well, 20 extra packs, 26 packs. That is what the video was about, isn't it? The packs, the unveiling of the new call. There we beat with Zulok, the Reno Lock Priest, with Kazakas in it. He didn't throw down Kazakas, but I killed him, and my board, well, as you can see, it's pretty full.
You have some skill. Now use more of my mana. Embrace the Cabal.
Well, at least someone at least acknowledges my skills. Well, and here we are with Arcane Giant Tempo Mage. The last fight we need in order to appease Kazakas. And well, otherwise the video would be so short now, wouldn't it, if I went around and did nothing of interest. Hold on. A little bit of an aggressive opening. After all, we are facing Rogue.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying a funnel cake.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Well, board control at the moment and aggressive hacking into him. Though he did use Undercity Huckster, so he has a spell. He might actually have a spell to kill me. Well, he is using one of his rogue spells. A hefty one at that, to be honest. Quite surprised he was willing to use that one.
I want to cast a spell.
Man, we are getting a lot of secrets that we really don't want to.
So fun.
Oh, by the way, let me turn on this light so that you can have a little bit of better vision up on my gaze. Probably I have overloaded the camera for a moment, and I'm so sorry if I did that, but well, we'll have to see. There's a Shiv, there's an Undercity Huckster again. That is fine all by me, to be honest. No, I don't think that's the right way to go at it.
Spells are fun.
Let's make magic.
There we go. Let's put down a Cult Sorcerer. More damage after all on the Flaming Torch, and with Bloodmage's Foulness behind it, we could make this into a 5 damage Roaring Torch.
We hunger for vengeance.
Or he's gonna throw down his own. Not a problem, I say. Not a problem. Let's start with one of those. Because if Cold Bloods comes around, I would love to have that thrown upon her. And now that he has the tempo, he might actually try and do so, but I'm not sure. Oh! We get the charging boar. Also fine. In fact, it is so good that she gives up. Very nice and dandy. Well, got last calls as well. Let's see what they have to say to us. All 3 of them, after all, want us to join, right?
At last, a powerful disciple. Together we will rule Gadetzan.
You've impressed all the big shots of Gadetzan. Mernocco fucking not in that group. I'm not pronouncing his name right, so sorry. But the mayor not in there. Oh, no. Who you join is now up to you. Well, yes indeed. Let us get to the packs and let us go to the shop first because we want to buy 20 more. Unfortunately, can only do it this way. Because apparently they hate you if you buy tons of packs with gold in one go. So, what have you been doing this evening, this morning, this afternoon? After all, you know, I always say hello to everything as I don't know when you are watching this video. As for me in the evening, well, I am buying packs. For you. And for me as well, I have to admit. Well, time for a 26 pack opening. Well, the first one at least has an epic in it. Oh no, Giant Arcane Missiles. Giant Arcane Missiles, 7 mana, shoot 3 missiles at random enemies. Each missile does 3 damage. That's not what it states, but it is what it does. At 7 mana, it competes with Flame Strike, 4 mana across the board on the enemy's side, and with Firelance Portal, 5 damage, summon a random minion of 5 mana cost. I don't think this spell is good. I think this is not one you're going to see often in enemy decks. Or in your own decks, for that matter. Seen Devil Stinger. The next Murloc you play this turn costs half instead of mana. This is an awesome thing for tempo Murloc deck. Warlock and Murloc combined kind of becomes awkward. Unfortunately though, it is really difficult to pull that off with, I think, at least with Warlock. So I also don't think that this will be seen often. This is awesome. Give your demons +1/+1. We might see a demon deck of mine in standard. This is about one of the worst cons, I think, in this expansion. Ancient of Blossoms. At 3/8, it's horribly statted. If you are playing, for instance, a Twilight Guardian at 4 mana, it can become 3/6 if you have a dragon in hand. Of course, it does mean you need to play a dragon deck, but wow, the Dragon Priest decks in this expansion, woohoo, they've been busted into a wide open, or, well, sorry, they've been lifted up into, I would reckon, the top tier. And for 1 mana more, you can get free attack more, so Ancient of Blossoms, horrible card. Daring Reporter might be nice in a mill deck. Gains +1/+1 for each card the enemy draws, so if you can make them draw, you have a lot of extra. Red Mana Worm, also quite poor. What happens when you feed a Mana Worm red mana? Well, it gets double the attack, double the health, costs 5 times as much. It also gains +2 attack for each spell you cast, but at 5 mana, you need to cast 2 spells in order to get this to grow into a nice stat range. With 5 mana, it's really going to be hard to cast those spells at those turns, so I don't think it is fast enough or good enough. Public Defender, 2 mana, 0/7. It is a big ass body. Well, we have seen more bodies like this with costing 0 mana 0/2 taunt and 1 mana 0/4 taunt. But nowadays there is a new card that may actually help Public Defender become good. Otherwise, it's a bit of Shadow Rager, 5/1. It has stealth to survive it, but I think, like all the Ragers, not gonna happen because I think, despite the expansion, Maelstrom Portal and Ravaging Ghoul are going to be still staples in the meta, and thus this guy dies and is pointless. Oh, we got... oh, no, here's the rare. Grime Street Enforcer. One of the grimy goons. At the end of your turn, give all minions in your hand +1/+1, but at 5 mana, it might come too late because most grimy goons are very cheaply priced. Thus, it is more like a Paladin weenie deck, and with 5 mana, this guy is a wee bit too large. And another one of the most horrible cards around, Backstreet Leper. 3 mana, 2/1, deal 2 damage to the enemy. Hero. It has 2 attack more than the Leper gnome, but the cost, no. Sorry. Oh, come on, give me some good ones. Oh, we have an epic again. Defiance Cleaner. The answer. If you always get at least Troubled Buyer to Sylvanas Windrunner. Sylvanas Windrunner, 6 mana, 5/5. If she dies, take over an enemy minion. Well, why not throw a battle cry with Silence of Death and Rattle? More or less, Savannah is silent, and you can even trade it in because she's 5'5" and this guy is 5'7". Otherwise than that, very niche luck. Ooh, another Crystal Weaver. Friendly Bartender. At the end of your turn, gain 1 mana. That's like really countering aggressive decks. This is to make an aggressive deck. Smuggler Run. Give you all your minions in your hand +1/+1 at 1 mana cost. And there we have Greater Healing Potion. Might be nice for a Highlander Priestess. So one of each one. Not the best deck in the world. Devolve. Don't think that's a good spell. The fact of the matter is that, well, Shaman has already enough answers as it is. Grime Street Smuggler, and here you can see one of those cards that is one of the gangs. He's at the Grime Street, and that means you can either be with Paladin, Warrior, or Hunter. Give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. All the Grime Street guys are about that. Cabal Talon Priest. Power creep it is sent. Battle Grind. Give a friendly minion free +3 health, and itself is 3 mana, 3/4. Holy shit! A lot of people have compared it to the old card that was 3 mana, 3/4, and Death Rattle +3 health to a minion. This is easier to get off, and some people have underplayed, saying there are still no good 2-drops for a Paladin, and I have to admit, I'm not sure about Mana Geode. The fact of the matter is that it might be hard to really get it to go, but this might help. This might definitely help. So, and even if that is not there, perhaps in Dragon Paladin deck, I don't think so. Dragon Priest deck with then helping Wormrest Agent. Still, even late game, giving +3 health to a minion is awesome. Call in the finishers. And also another one of the worst calls around. Gadetzan Socialite. Restore 2 health, 2/2, mana 2. There is a 1 mana 2/1, restore 2 health, Witch Doctor. Why would I pay 1 mana more to get 1 health more? Sorry, but for Shaman it's easy enough to get some spell power and then still use his, well, dear. Mana Tide Portal to, well, wipe everything gone. Alley Cat, the cutest card in the set, and decent. Battlecry 1/1, so for 1 mana, 1/1. 2 beasts. More or less living roots, but then with beasts only. And Hunter cares about beasts, so not a bad 2-drop. Enemies lose stealth. I like that the card exists, simply for you can play against it, but you're never gonna see this in a deck, because it simply is more or less a 5 mana 4/6 in most matchups, and that's just not good enough to consider it constructed. Grime Street Enforcer. Discover a Paladin, a Hunter, or Warrior card. Another Shadow Ranger. And a Felfire Potion. Deal 5 damage to all characters. Warlock. I might see that being included in a Reno Lock deck. Another epic. Weasel Tunneler. About the worst epic you can get. 1 mana, 1/1. When it dies, shovel it into your opponent's deck. Why would that be good? Well, you're increasing the size of the deck, giving them a smaller chance to get the card they want. But for Rogue, this is even so much of a problem if they want just a 1 mana drop for a combo card. In my opinion, I think this card is bad. Volcanic Potion. For Mage, some of the clearing. Nagakosair. Alley Cat, this is +1 attack. And one of the Jade Lotus clans. Druid Rogue or Shaman. Jade Spirit. Kinda needed to get your Jade Golems out. Because, well, there aren't that many of them, but I don't like the card. Jade Golems, what do they do? Every time you summon one of them, they get a little stronger. The first one you summon is 1/1. The second one 2/2. Third one 3/3, and so on. So, if you're going for that type of style deck, you need a lot of them. Vermin Sensei. Might be nice in the Beast Druid deck, but the 5 slot is highly competitive with, for instance, Stranglethorn Tiger. Another Grime Street outfitter for Paladin, the Weenie deck. Here is the Jade Behemoth for summoning a Jade Behemoth, but at 3/6 at 6 mana, it's a little bit on the worst side. Potion of Madness, one of the strongest new cards. a discounted Shadow Madness, 3 mana less, and you can only take 1 attack lesser. It isn't supreme on its own because, well, 2 attack minions, there aren't that many of it, but there's also Pint-Sized Potion. Let's hope we get one. Oh, Abyssal Enforcer. Perhaps the strongest new card for Warlock. 7 mana, 6/6. Deal 3 damage to all other characters. Reminiscence of something. Yes, well, there is the Dread Infernal 6/6, 6 mana, do 1 damage to everything. This does more damage. This can clear a board and give you a strong minion on the board. Nice. And he himself doesn't get damaged, mind you that. Come on, give me a legendary for more cry outside. Loud. Ooh, second-rate Bruiser. Could be a 3 mana 4/5. Could be very problematic for something like Zoo or a Grime Street gang. Cryomancer, possibly a 5 mana 7/7. But you gotta have something frozen, and you're not guaranteed of that, so not the best card around. Another Naga Corsair. Well, that's about the another one of the bad cards. 4 mana 6/3. This stat line is horrible. It doesn't have stealth, though a lot of Worgons do, and that's kind of annoying because at 3 health it's going to be killed very easily. Smuggler, great. Alright. Give a random beast +2/2. Not bad if you can combine it with Rat Pack. One of the new cards that, well, summons as many rats as, well, died. Another Potion of Madness, don't mind. Jade Swarmer, don't think this is a too bad card. Stealth and Death Rattle summon a Jade Golem. Jade Claws for the Shaman to get his Jade Golems. Fire it up. Another Crystal Weaver. Ooh, we got an Epic. That's a Mean Street Marshal. Death Rattle, if this means 2 or more attack, draw a card. You gotta set it up, and I'm not into Paladin Weenie deck, to be honest. Blowgill Sniper, another Worgen Greaser, another Friendly Bartender. I'm looking for the Priest cards, and if I do not get them, I will dust Millhouse Bannister. Another Grime Street Outfitter, another Naga Corsair. Pint-Sized Potion, there it is. Give all enemy minions -3 attack this turn only. That combined with Potion of Madness, and voila! You can take somebody over and kill it off, and what have you not. On top of that, combining this with Shadow and Horror, killing all creatures with 2 attack or less. Nice. Potion Priest. Not a Worgen Greaser, not a Naga Corsair. I got 2 Naga Corsairs in 1 pack. Ugh. Come on, give me something awesome. I demand it for my watchers. Jade Lightning. I find this spell very horrible. 4 mana, 4 damage is very bad stat. You can get a 1 mana card. Okay, overload 1, but still 3 damage. Even if you summon a Jade Golem. I don't think that the Shaman cards are good enough to warrant a Jade Golem deck. Dispatch Kodo. That's a pretty good card. Deal damage equal to this minion's attack. And he is in the Hunter. And Hunter is along with the goons who buffed the cards in the deck. So if he gets buffed by one of these Grime Street goons, he gets more attack and he will do more damage as he is laid out. Besides, it's a beast, and you just saw me also unlock a 1 mana card, give you one of your random beasts in your hand +2/2. So, Dispatch Kodo could be awesome. Mistress of Mixtures, was looking forward to this one. Awesome is going to definitely be put in all of my Highlander decks. Death Rattle will restore 4 health to both players. To a stave of that aggression, and it is so good that it can also be good late game, just for that health gain. Another Red Water Worm. And there is the new Toxic Ooze, or Acidic Ooze. 3 mana, Toxic Sewer Ooze, for free. Remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon. Hold on here. So it's 1 mana more, it's 1/1 more, and its battle cry is worse. I think most of the people play Acidic Ooze in order to remove a weapon. Having said that, removing 1 durability, not a lot of weapons have more than 2 durability. Of course, there is Spirit Claws, for instance.
Golden coming.
Well, it's at least a golden! At the end of your turn, give a random minion in your hand +2/2. Yeah, but at 4/3, I think this is only going to trigger once. Jade Blossom. And this is give you a weapon in your hand +1/1. That's can be pretty darn good if you want to build a pirate deck that love their weapons so much. Drive Seed Enforcer on a random beast. There's +1/+1 for the 2 Conduro deck, and there is Groove Master. 1 mana less than Wind Fury Harpy, but or well, the Harpy card. 4/5. It's a horrible card. Another Greater Healing Potion. Hey, come on. No legendaries? Really? I really would like to have Kazakas, for instance. Oh, there's at least an epic. Come on. 2 epics and 2... You know what? That's an okay pack. I would like some legendaries. There are some cool new legendaries out there, and I know the meta is going to completely shift thanks to this expansion. Golden Rare. Golden Dreamstrike Pawnbroker. Epic. Dirty Rat. There was once this card for costing 3 mana, which was a Death Lord. You've actually seen me play this. But its Death Rattle was what this guy's battle cry is. Your opponent summons a random minion from their hand. The difference is, though, the Death Lord pulled it out of their deck, so his Death Rattle was even worse than the Dirty Rat, but he also had 8 health, and it was a 3 mana 3/8. So, I don't know. I think the Death Lord was a little better than Dirty Rat, so it's unfortunate that we have that one as epic. Dragonfire Potion! Priest only! And he gets a very strong ball removal, certainly in a dragon deck. Deal 5 damage to all means except dragons. Love it. Oh, now we have... Okay, we have a few of those. Another epic. Cabal Courier. Discover a Mage, Priest or Warlock card. Ooh! Baal Songstealer. At 5 mana 5/5, it isn't super standard, but it isn't badly standard. And silence a minion. In the I think it's two updates ago, perhaps I'm mistaken now, but all silences were buffed up, all the neutral silences, and it wasn't hard to get a nice silence card. This is an awesome silence, and you know what? It belongs in Priest. Priest has been getting a lot of crap as of late, sorry that it was, but no, they've changed it definitely around now. And it already had a silence card for 0 mana, silence a minion. Silence belongs in Priest, so I think that it's fine to have a Priest card that has this. Though I am certain a lot of people are going to be damn annoyed when they're playing Priest now, against Priest nowadays. We're getting all the worst cards. Wind Up Burglebot. Whenever this attacks a minion and survives, draw a card. If he survives, but he's 5/5 at 6 mana, he might not even draw a card at all because he has no charge. When he gets down before, killed before by a Fireland Portal. We're not getting the best epics in the world, not to say the least. And, well, some of these cards in this expansion are so awesome. Oh, and we're getting so many doubles. And also, this is a horrible card. Charge if your opponent's hand is empty. That is so conditional, you just you can't rely on that. Come on, give me 2 epics or something. I have bought 26 packs. Give me something here. Nope, horrible. That's the 4th one of that, I think. That's... This is a one-off more or less in major Highlander decks, I think, so... Nope. Not luckiest man, but there it finally is. What do I want? Raffion would be awesome. If we can go with a Priest Dragon deck, and I really want to do that. Raffion would be awesome. Kazakas would be awesome, I would say. I wouldn't want... Well, the Mayor of Gadetzan, as big of a guy he is, that's not the card I would like to see, but... Just beam your hope into the thing. Too smart, just... Because I need it. Give me that luck!
Legendary.
It's Shaku the Collector. I hardly play Rogue. Too bad. Whenever this attacks, add a random card to your hand. 2 free. It has stealth though, so probably it fires one off, but it feels like an Undercity Huckster that can be buffed thanks to the new card that buffs stealth cards, but it feels not that good. Come on, Courier again. Nope. Not a legendary? Come on, give me a legendary. A good one, I would like. The new Hellfire for Warrior, but that cheap. There are some seriously bad combos for enemies against this. Sleep with the Fishes. Now, a Dragonfire Potion costs 6 mana. Yeah, but what if you lay down a Wild Pyromancer? Commanding Shout. Means he cannot go below 1. And you draw a card. Wild Pyromancer goes off and does 1 damage. Now everybody on the enemy board has 1 damage. How Sleeping with the Fishes works. You throw that down, everybody gets 3 damage, plus the 1 damage again of the Pyromancer. Kaboom! You've spent 6 mana. You have a free one on the board, and you drew an extra card. The disadvantage is, though, of course, you have spent 3 cards versus Dragonfire Potion, but this could work. Also with Ravaging Ghoul, for instance. This card isn't that bad. I've heard some people saying, yeah. I'm saying, that's pretty darn awesome. Alright. Jade Shuriken for the rogue that wants to make Jade Golems, but they have very little ones. Oh, why do I getting so many of those? Oh, Spiked Hog Rider. You gain charge if the enemy has a taunt. I don't think the meta is ever going to be of only taunt creatures, though I have to admit, we got quite a few of those, but I don't think that's going to be the main deck. I think it's going to be Pirate ones. There we go. Trog Beast Ranger. Here's one of those give your beast 1/1. Oh, and another Fellfire Potion. Why am I getting so many doubles? Oh well. Unlucky in the game, lucky in love, huh? Another one! I guess I am super lucky in love, and you know what? I know it. Last pack, no legends. There we go. Well, I'm gonna disenchant a few cards, and we're gonna make a few. But the first thing that I am going to show you, because I'm not sure... Well, I'm not gonna show you. Well, let me first disenchant a few things. Then I'm gonna see how much dust I have. Going to probably disenchant Millhouse Manastorm, because I want the right cards for Dragon Priest deck, because I think that's gonna be the #1 deck from here on in, and I would like to compete with some people to get me those nice rankings, and therefore the extra gold, dust, and cards. And after all that crafting, I've come up with this deck, Dragon Priest line, because I do think Dragon Priest is going to take off like a rocket. The only disadvantage is that, well, I didn't get all the cards I wanted. I just need a little bit more dust, and I find it a bit of a shame to dust Millhouse Manastorm. And if you're wondering, why did you get so much? Well, I actually destroyed 2 golden cards, but yeah, I'm so close to another Dragonfire Potion or another Twilight Guardian that I think I'm gonna wait a little bit before I do anything stupid. So why is this Dragon Priest light? Well, I don't have a second Dragonfire Potion, I don't have a second Twilight Guardian. That's the main issue here. So what have I done? I have done pint-sized potions. I think that in such combat you can make very much use of Shadow Word Horror, doing a board clear. We have another board clear in Dragonfire Potion, so I would consider 2 board clears for 5 mana. We have an Entomb, a Shadow Word Death, and a Shadow Word Pain to remove a few things. We have, of course, Potions of Madness to make use of that. I have also spliced in a Mass Dispel. This card silences all enemy mains, draw a card. Now, this card didn't see much play all the time, but I think Grimy Goon decks will be around, and all that buffing to creatures in hand and then playing out a lot of small things for the Paladin, 1 card and a lot of his work is ruined. About the 4th turn, that is an awesome card to drop, and he will be crying big tears. So I am quite willing to use that. 1 spell to more or less cancel out a Hunter deck, Paladin decks, and a few Warrior decks. I think it will be good. It won't do much good against some decks, I can guarantee you that, but in that case I would consider it, for instance, a decent card to use against Sylvanas if you come across, for instance, Control Warrior. You rather would have perhaps than the Silence for 0 mana, but you know, it does draw a card as well. So I'm gonna do 1 Mass Dispel. I have some Thought Steal in there for, well, using together with Dragon Operative, I'm gonna get me some cards of the enemy and use their own stuff against them. I have Nether Spy Historian to get some extra dragons that I don't have. I used Alexstrasza to have actually a Son of Burst in Dragon Priest, because as you can see I am quite controlling. Also the Flash Shield, mainly used to keep my big ass dragons with a big health alive. So that's more or less what I want to do with this deck. I hope you are excited to see that. And I hope you are excited for the mean streets of Gadetzan. I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.